Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer has some mixed feelings about this electric bike. On the one hand, it feels really solid and well made, with a beautiful paint job that definitely catches the eye. The speed and battery life are also impressive. Our reviewer finds that it delivers on its promises in terms of performance. However, there were some hiccups during the assembly process that left this client a bit frustrated. Specifically, the handlebars came pre-assembled backward, something that wasn't immediately obvious but caused problems down the line. It took some troubleshooting to figure out what was wrong. The reviewer also encountered an issue with the seat bracket, which wasn't properly in place and required some wrestling to fix. These issues suggest that the factory's quality control could be improved to ensure a smoother experience for customers. Beyond the initial assembly challenges, this reviewer also believes the assembly instructions could use some work. Having to flip back and forth between text and images to understand each step was unnecessarily confusing and time-consuming. If the manufacturer could address these quality control and instruction issues, this bike would be an even better value for the money.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer is really enjoying this electric bike. They say it's a blast to ride and surprisingly quick. Assembly was straightforward, although they did mention having to remove a plastic piece from the front wheel area where it connects to the fork. A reviewer describes the bike as feeling solid and substantial, but also notes the height might be a bit much for some. They find it necessary to lean the bike slightly to mount it comfortably. The handlebar configuration isn't perfect for their personal preference, as they can't be raised and aren't curved in the way they'd ideally like. Despite that minor quibble, the overall impression is overwhelmingly positive. The client emphasizes how much fun it is to ride and how simple it is to use. The battery life seems to be more than adequate for their needs, and they appreciate how easy it is to recharge. Overall, they're really pleased with this e-bike and highlight its enjoyable riding experience and user-friendly operation.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with their purchase. It's been the most fun they've had in ages. They're loving the freedom of cruising around the area on this bike, exploring streets, sidewalks, paths, and parks. Our reviewer emphasizes that after extensive research, they believe this is the best value for a moped-style electric bike currently available. The construction of this bike gets high marks. This client found the components to be of good quality. The hydraulic brakes, while needing some fine-tuning initially, perform exceptionally well, a definite upgrade compared to the mechanical brakes found on other similar bikes in this price range. While our reviewer is still occasionally dealing with a slight disc brake rub, the overall braking performance is impressive. After adjusting the speed settings following the provided instructions, they've been able to hit a top speed of 33 miles per hour, and they weight around 155. The front fork suspension is described as a bit soft but adequate for absorbing bumps during a typical ride. The rear suspension strut under the seat, however, is a little stiff for this client's weight. The headlight is effective and the brake light shines brightly when activated. Noise levels are acceptable. The gears and pedals function as they should, but they aren't used very often. This reviewer notes that anything beyond pedal assist level 2 makes it difficult to actually assist the motor due to the bike's speed. Regarding product support, the LED display bracket was damaged during shipping. However, the seller promptly responded to the issue and shipped a replacement that arrived within 3 days, which is a big plus. As for the long-term durability of this bike, that remains to be seen, and the reviewer plans to update their assessment after more extensive use.
Appreciate you watching. If this video helped, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. See you soon.